Don't judge by appearances. This isn't actually an ant. Its venomous stinger makes it far more dangerous than you might think. This creature, which lives in the scorching heat of Texas, is a wasp that has sacrificed its wings, and this choice places it in a completely different category in nature. So, what's the reason it sacrificed its wings? And how did this make it so different from other wasp species? I'll explain the reason shortly, but first, let's take a closer look at what makes it so special. This ant-like species, which stands out for its appearance, is called the velvet ant. While the color of its hairs is mostly bright red or orange, it has a much broader color palette compared to many other ant species. It can also be seen in shades of black, white, silver, or gold. In fact, in some regions, though rarely, species with black and white patterns are found. These are known as panda ants, due to their striking appearance. Now, many people might wonder, wouldn't a pale color attract less attention? Although their bright appearance may seem like a risk, it is actually an advantage. This is known in nature as avertive coloration. In other words, the creature serves as a signal to predators, clearly indicating that they should stay away. Predators learn to recognize these colors over time and avoid these species. Observations have shown that many birds and small mammals specifically avoid these creatures. In some cases, it has even been observed that only certain lizard species can approach them. The colorful appearance is particularly important in velvet ants. This is because the females are wingless and have no chance of escaping. Therefore, rather than hiding, directly signaling a warning is a more effective survival strategy for them. Males have wings and a mobility advantage, while females are completely wingless. Another distinctive feature is that the exoskeleton underlying their velvety appearance is much more resilient than that of many other insects. This hard exoskeleton allows them to enter and exit their prey's nest with ease. Additionally, this hard structure helps them reduce water loss in hot environments like Texas. And this hard structure is round and smooth. This shape makes them harder to grasp. During contact with a predator, the hard outer surface and slippery texture make it difficult to subdue them. However, what makes this creature unique is not just its appearance, but also its lifestyle. Velvet ants target the nests of other insects. When females find a suitable nest, they enter and lay their eggs. They particularly prefer the nests of bee and wasp species. The larva that hatches from the egg develops by using the other larva in the host nest as a food source. It derives most of its nutritional needs from here, meaning this small and striking creature is a species that sustains its life by using the nests of other species. However, there's an important detail here. Velvet ants do not have the social structure typical of other ant species. So, the creature you see is not part of a group, but an independent individual living on its own. So how does this creature defend itself? Let's take a closer look at the stinger that makes it so effective. The stinger of the velvet ant is actually a feature unique to females. It is not a typical defensive tool. It evolved from the ovipositor, the organ normally used by female bees to lay eggs, into a defensive stinger over time, which is why it is found only in females. For example, when a honeybee stings, its stinger usually breaks off from its body, which poses a serious risk to the bee. This is different in velvet ants. The stinger remains attached to the body and can be reused. This makes their defense mechanism much more sustainable and controlled. It is considered by some researchers to be one of the most painful stings among insects. In fact, due to its powerful effect, it is also known among the public as the cow killer. This powerful effect actually stems from a special system in their bodies. Velvet ants produce their venom through special glands in their bodies. These glands are the venom glands attached to the base of the stinger. The produced fluid is stored here and released through the stinger when needed. When the venom reaches the body, it stimulates the nerve endings. This causes a strong sensation of pain to develop quickly. At the same time, it can cause a localized reaction, leading to increased sensitivity in the affected area. This stinger is highly developed compared to other bee species, featuring a flexible structure with high mobility. The stinger is located at the tip of the abdomen and can be moved in different directions thanks to the surrounding muscles. This allows for more controlled and effective contact during the sting. This structure, which is quite long relative to their bodies, enables them to defend themselves even in confined spaces. This feature provides a significant advantage against threats encountered in enclosed and complex environments. So, why are the females wingless? In velvet ants, this is directly linked to their lifestyle. During the reproductive process, females must locate the nests of other insects and lay their eggs there. These nests are typically narrow, enclosed, and sheltered structures. Wings offer no advantage in such environments. On the contrary, they can become an obstacle that hinders movement. Another reason is that females have adapted to living on the ground rather than flying. Therefore, their leg muscles are strong, allowing them to move quickly and dig. Additionally, flying requires more energy, and velvet ants use this energy in a different way. Males, on the other hand, have a different role. They do not enter nests, but instead move across wide areas to find females. This is why they have retained their wings. In some species, males can even lift the wingless female into the air during mating. Another interesting feature of velvet ants is the sound they produce. When disturbed, they rub their abdominal segments together to produce a high-frequency sound. This behavior is called stridulation. In summary, the velvet ant is an extraordinary creature that has lost its wings but gained durability, mobility, and an effective defense system in their place. So, what do you think is its most unique feature? Our next stop, Nevada. In these arid lands, we'll encounter a creature that moves slowly but has an impact far greater than you might expect. See you in the next video.